Hi everyone, it's Sandy Holterhaus, your rec center dietitian, and I'm also a health coach and yoga teacher. And today I'm excited to talk to you a little bit about having more gratitude in your life as part of our 2021 Live Better Challenge. And this is something that I'm actually working on. So I was interested in putting this together for you. So we're just going to talk briefly about 6 habits. These are from Jack Canfield. If you recall the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, he's the author of that. Has an excellent website for helping you to personally develop in different areas. And after we go through these, then I'd like to do a little tapping exercise with you, which is to help cultivate this gratitude and positivity. So those 6 daily habits, um, they're of gratitude and they help increase joy and positivity in your life. And like anything else, you need to practice them, right, to become more of an expert at them. So the first one is taking a few minutes every morning and try to list a few things that you're appreciative for. So you can write these down if you want, or I like to do this when I'm driving into work. Just take the first few minutes to think about the different things in my life that I'm very grateful for. Um, the next thing, number 2, is making an effort to appreciate something about each of 3 people every day. And if you're like me, you can laugh here because there are some people that it is really hard to find something to appreciate about. Others in our lives that we appreciate immensely. But I like to try to find those people that I struggle maybe a little bit to find something to appreciate about. And there's always something to like about everyone. So that can be a way to cultivate that appreciation and that gratitude. You can also share those things with those people and, maybe encourage them to pass it on as well. Number 3, take a few moments each day to appreciate everything you encounter. So just think of, maybe walking from your office to another part of your building or walking around your home, or maybe you're getting outside and, you encounter, um, maybe some other people, you might encounter objects, you might encounter some beauty. Maybe if you're outside, you see the sun going down, or you see a beautiful tree or something like that. So always just taking that moment to really appreciate everything you encounter for a few moments each day. Number 4, carry a physical token of appreciation. So maybe you have something, maybe it's something special that someone gave you, like a stone or a bracelet or gift, just something that you can carry with you, in a pocket, in a billfold, in a purse, and that you can pull out, especially in those times when maybe you're feeling a little down or like things aren't going your way. And just a symbol to you that um, to practice more gratitude. Number 5 is appreciate the smallest of blessings. So, if you think about the hierarchy of needs, as you move up that hierarchy, I think it gets harder and harder to appreciate the base of that hierarchy. So, just thinking about every day having food and shelter and clothing, those very basic needs in life, and being appreciative for those things. Um, Number 6, appreciate yourself. And this might be one of the hardest things to do. Um, so just looking at what you do every day and just thanking yourself for, maybe the joy that you bring someone else, or a nice little offering of something that you do. Um, and it doesn't have to be just the big things. It can be those smaller victories as well. I did put the website on here, and you should be able to download this brochure or pick it up in the rec center. Otherwise, just looking up Jack Canfield, you can find a lot of great inspirational information on his website. So next, we're going to move to the tapping. And I think what I'll do is take me to full screen here. But basically, if you're worried about tapping, it's super easy. I will cue you where to go. It's an emotional freedom technique. It's like self acupuncture that you can do, acupressure that you can do to yourself. And we just move through a series of different um, meridians. We hit tap on the meridian points and make an affirmation as we're going through. So I personally like this better than meditation because I don't have to try to clear my mind. I can actually read or think about what I want to say next. Um, I think the only other information I need to give you is that we tap 5 to 7 times at each pressure point before we move to the next. And again, I will cue you, but I am going to go ahead and stop the share of this so you can see me better. And I'll scoot back. And the first place we start is the karate chop point. So, if you hold your hands up like this, we have that point where we can chop down, and that is a meridian point. So we'll start there. We'll make 3 statements there before we move on to the other. And hopefully you'll enjoy this. It isn't going to necessarily, if this is your first time tapping, relieve all your anxiety and stress, but it is proven to lower cortisol levels, blood pressure, different things like that. So it can be a very positive thing to add to your life. So we'll hit that karate chop point. Even though I struggle to feel positive sometimes, I believe I can nurture and develop a positive mindset. Even though I often compare myself to others, I believe I can nurture and develop a positive mindset. Even though I feel that it will be hard to change my outlook, I believe I can nurture and develop a positive mindset. So we're going to move to the eyebrow. And I wrote this tapping and it incorporates Jack Canfield's 6 principles there. So at the eyebrow, I appreciate this new day to the side of the eye for this moment of quiet under the eye, for the sparkle of sun on the trees under the nose, or the tranquil feeling after a rainstorm to the chin. I appreciate the opportunity of this day, no matter what it brings. To the collarbone. I like to open up my hand when I hit my collarbone so I can really feel that reverberation through my chest. I offer praise to my family members and friends under the arm, encouraging them to be an inspiration to others to the top of the head. I can appreciate someone every day who needs a kind word. Moving back to the eyebrow. As I encounter different people throughout my day, to the side of the eye, I think of something that is good about each of them under the eye. Coming across material items throughout my day under the nose. I am grateful for my car, my phone, my microwave to the chin. All of the things that make my life easier to the collarbone. Intangible items like spectacular sunsets under the arms. Flowers and trees and beautiful landscapes to the top of the head. Pets that add joy and abundance to my life. Moving back to that eyebrow. I keep a token with me that reminds me to be grateful. To the side of the eye, reaching for it in moments of discouragement. Under the eye, I count the smallest of blessings that I often take for granted under the nose. The food, my clothing, and shelter to the chin. The chance at another day to make a difference to the collarbone. I am grateful for all that I have, and I choose to remind myself of this daily. Under the arm. Lastly, I appreciate myself to the top of the head. All that I am and all that I can offer. So if you just want to bring your hands into heart center, just sit for a moment. And I just like to feel that reverberation from that tapping kind of continuing to flow through my body. And it might not happen again if this is the first time you tap, but if you practice tapping, um, you'll probably start to feel that. And the more you practice, the more in tune you may get with that feeling. And I write my own tappings. I do virtual tapping classes with individuals if they want to do something specific, health coaching wise or diet wise, especially. I do tappings for intuitive eating to help with that. Um, but anytime you want to tap, you could just go find a quiet place, sit in a chair, sit on the floor, and just begin to just let whatever it is that is bothering you just kind of flow out of you. So that's the beauty of tapping. So I thank you for joining me today. I'm grateful. And I will see you next time. Thanks.